Can I take this home? Yeah, okay, sure.
Is that?
So you're the family time?
Sit. Yeah.
Let's call
Yeah, you guys are good.
crossing here.
We might make somebody cry today.
Welcome to our first Hot Ones with the Wing. This is episode 1, taken from the top, starting with our wing leadership. My name is Cadet Lacey.
Cadet Mazda Navarro.
I'm Cadet Powers.
My name's Cadet Barnes.
So we'll start with our first question. Well, actually, we'll introduce our hot sauces. So it goes least spicy to spiciest down here. So we'll see which ones they can handle, where they tap out at.
Disclaimer, I'm not good with hot sauce.
Cadet Barnes has been talking about this all week.
I'm
He's
nervous. Let alone I don't have anything in my stomach yet, so it's like,
And we just took the FA.
yeah, I just took a
FA.
PT test before this, and I'm about to put hot stuff in my stomach, and yeah, so I'm excited, but I'm nervous. I'm not good with hot.
I order like hot wings, like pretty hot wings when I go out to places. So I don't know. I'm feeling the heat a little bit. I feels like the AC's not on in here right
You can
now.
smell-
but,
you can
but
smell it.
I've seen too many of these videos where people talk up a big game and then they end up going out there and throwing out an absolute stinker. So I'm trying to keep my mouth shut to stay humble.
That's good.
That's really good.
So I will start us off with our first question while y'all enjoy the wing. How did you get into ROTC? What got you interested in this sport?
We start off, you got it.
I'll take it first. I have a pretty normal way of getting into ROTC. So my dad was a backseater in back in the 80s. So he spent a couple years in the Air Force doing that. I had a real interest in flying growing up. Didn't always want to be a pilot or always want to be an Air Force ROTC for that matter. I did want to do a bunch of different things. Secret Service was a big thing I wanted to do, but I got to do a discovery flight in probably my junior year. Really fell in love with it. It's kind of like an itch. You want to just keep scratching it, and so I wanted to stay with it. And so I figured I would apply to the academy. Didn't get into the academy. Looked at ROTC as a second option. Had a high school scholarship through them, and ended up following through in that manner. And I've loved it ever since. I've had a great time for my 4 years.
That sounds great.
Yeah, my route was a little unorthodox. I don't think there's really anyone else. Well, I know one person that's been through my route. I enlisted back in 2019. Did 3 years, got up to senior airman, and I made the initial desire to my leadership, like, hey, I want to transition over the officer side. So once I voiced that, they helped me look out for options for me to get to the officer side, figure out what I wanted to do. Figured out a scholarship called SWORD, Scholarship for Outstanding Airmen, to ROTC. Applied for it, got picked up, and then I started as a AS300, which you really don't see, so it was a little different transition. And I just thought it was the best route for me, so now 400 a year, last semester, or one more semester after this, and commission again, so I'm excited to be back active duty.
I guess we can get started with our second wing.
So, Cadet Powers, what are you most excited about going active duty?
The pay. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that'd be nice
That
though.
would be nice. I'd say going active duty. The thing I'm most excited about right now is getting to work with a diverse group of people. Getting to see the world, I think, is another big one for me. I'll head off to undergraduate pilot training initially, and so I'm really looking forward to getting to fly a plane, getting to do all those interesting different things. That's pretty much what I'm looking forward to. And I like trying new foods and things like that, so I think that'll be pretty interesting, pretty cool.
Still mushing around over there?
That was pretty good, I ain't gonna lie. I haven't got that heat yet, so.
Yeah.
So what was the first question? We're going, what I'm excited for about active duty? Oof. So, like you already know, I've been active duty for, I got to be in Japan. I got the awesome opportunity to be there for 2 years.
Lucky.
Honestly, other than the travel, I think it's just meeting people. So like, kind of go off what Power said, like there's so many different people in the Air Force. Like 2 of my best friends that, they'll be in my wedding. I met when I was in Japan. They'll be my friends for the rest of my life. So, I don't know, I'm excited for that and just to travel. So, yeah, I'm excited. And the pay. The pay will be
The pay will be nice.
will be
I know that
nice.
was a joke, but I'm not joking.
that powers you coming from an AS 100. Did you ever feel like you saw, like, did you ever expect to be here, like, as the highest position in the wing?
No, not really. I didn't expect to make it through the program at a lot of times when I was going through as an AS 100. The competition is pretty fierce when you come here to Air Force ROTC. I just kind of put out when I got here. I figured the worst that can happen is that they can tell me no. But my dad always told me growing up, like, make them tell you no. Like, don't just give up whenever someone tells you no initially. Like, you keep pushing through until the point where they say, nope, you're done. You're done. All of your, like, routes are done. They're cut off. But no, I really had no aspirations of being the wing commander when I first started. I really just wanted to make it through. That was my big thing. I wanted to be a second lieutenant. And that's still the goal at the end of the day. Ooh, that was chilly.
Woof, woof, woof. That one's kicking me. That one's kicking.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's still
Yeah.
in the back of my throat.
We're gonna make it through, I promise.
I'm running out of milk, man. Yeah, it's hot.
Do you have any more napkins? Feel bad.
This ain't it.
Ooh, I got a hiccup. Oh no.
My nose is running, man. There's no way the next one's hotter. This is hot. That's a 5.
I'd say it's a 4. It's pretty good.
That's a 5 for me.
You're sweating.
I am sweating.
If there was no limitations, what would be your dream job?
Oh, that's a good question. Like, is talent a limitation too?
NFL head coach. I'd be an NFL. Actually, no, I take that back. I'd be a college head coach.
Why'd you take it back?
It goes back to my personality. I would love to recruit. That'd be awesome.
No, you just want to make them run sprints. That's the thing. I'd say,
It's like suicide.
yeah, I'd say for me, I'd want to probably, if talent was a limiting factor, I'd probably be like a rock star, like a country music rock star.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, I just think college.
That one just doesn't even taste good. That's not
That
how
was
it
hot.
is. I hate you.
You know what? Hold on.
I think
I'll do this.
We do have a defibrillator back there.
Yeah, so yeah.
Just in case.
I gotta think about this before I do it.
Oh God.
I make a prayer. No, just kidding.
Initially, not bad.
What would you say is the hardest part of time management, balancing, especially on the 400? I feel like that's when it really, like, you have your future to think about. You have college, obviously. You have, both of you mentioned relationships. Like, how do you do time management?
I think you gotta set your priorities. That's your biggest thing. I'm gonna hit you a little bit in the back. Your priorities gotta be the biggest thing. You gotta sit down and figure out what's your number one. Like for me, my faith is my number one. And after that, it's closely followed by my fiance. And I mean, it's close. She's a lovely lady. But then from there, it's got to move down. You got to figure out what's your number one, and you make time for the things that you love. I think Nick Bear talks about it. If you really care about it, you're going to make time for it. There's no question about that.
I think for me is going along that, just extending more is like your boundaries. So like, yeah, you want to be great in what you do. You want to be, you know, hard worker. You want to have a great family. You want to be great in faith. You want to be a good friend. You want to hang out with friends. But I honestly think it's boundaries, man. So is when you lose yourself and you get lost in time management, it's like you don't set boundaries for yourself. It's like, I need to have if I need to have homework this week and have ROTC and I need to go out on date night and I want to go hang out with friends, I need to set boundaries on limitations for myself. So like, I'm going to finish my homework by this time and I'm not going to go later, but that's my fault. So like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but in my mind I just think boundaries.
No, I agree with Cadet Barnes, absolutely. It's like setting a schedule, and you just got to be willing to live with the consequences, because at the end of the day, yeah, school is important, ROTC is important.
And everything's important.
Everything is, but when everything's important, nothing's important. So you got to set, like for me, like me and my fiance have time every week where we sit down, we have date night or whatnot. And if I'm not finishing my homework, tough luck. I gotta go spend time.
Figure it out some other time. Whether you lose sleep,
whether I stay up till 1 a.m. finishing my homework, it's all about It's all about making sure that you know what's important to you. After 100%
Let's
of
get
your
a closing statement from our guest. What one final statement? What would it be?
I want to say aim high, airman, but I'll say why not the best. Ask yourself, what are you doing every day to make sure that you're the number one cadet in your squadron and whatever you're doing. You got to make sure that whenever you're waking up in the morning, you're taking you are making a conscientious choice to move forward and be better than yesterday. Staying stagnant is a death sentence. You cannot stay stagnant. Keep pushing forward. Do good. You guys are doing outstanding. I believe in this wing. I believe in the people who are going through it. Embrace the suck.
Tough to beat that, but I guess I'll say for the people watching, he talked about the people that are in ROTC. I'll talk to the people that are watching this aren't in ROTC. I'll say give it a try. Military has a bunch of offer. Do your research. Not everyone, you saw in this episode we talked about, not everyone's a pilot. Everyone thinks that like you're in the Air Force so you fly planes. No, we have buddies that are going to be chemical engineers. We have a buddy that his fiance is going to be cyberspace warfare officer. People that are doing finance. There's so much to offer. I just say give it a chance. You got 2 years to figure out if it's you or not before you're locked in.
Yep.
So if you're watching this and you're hesitant about joining ROTC, give it a try. Come out.
What's the worst that can happen? You get a job out of it.
Yeah.
So
And it's secure.
it's a very secure job. It's different than a lot of my buddies who are in the business program right now. They're freaking out, putting in their resumes everywhere. I have a job lined up, ready to go, and it's a good paying job with the best benefits you can pretty much get in America right now. So there's nothing to complain about on my part. Life is good.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all for putting
Yes,
this on.
thank y'all so
You're
much.
Good.
Well,
Thank you
thanks
for
for
who made
being
the
this
wings.
fun.
Appreciate both
The
y'all.
wings are outstanding. Thank you.
Jesus, I really like that. I'm still feeling with that one. That one's the worst one. This one, if on a scale, it'd be like. That's how it should be. Actually, it should be like that. Okay. This one. Yeah, this one's hotter than this. No, that one. That's the way it should go. This one is just not even good tasting. That one's hot. It's just like here. Get a whiff of it. I want to smell it. Oh, yeah, great smell. Yeah, stop. It's so bad. Please expired. This is how we should present it to our next guest. 100%. That's the way to do it. This one doesn't have much. I'll get rid of this one. That one's good. That one just tasty. This one is. This is the best one. I think I'll buy that for my house. This is awesome. Which one you would eat daily? This one. This one tastes good, and it's got a little bit of a kick to it. Probably Fairlife milk. That's what I buy first.